Anybody would like to speak next?
I'll be brief.
Okay.
Now, first, I'd like to thank everybody that's come before. You really put together really concise, what all of us have gone through and looking at and examining through this process. And it's a process, a very long process. And I think the dam has been, in my mind, since coming on the council. I mean, it's a constant thing for 4 years. I'm going to pull back to Mr. Burton's, Councilor Burton's comments about the viewpoint, because that view coming from the Exeter Newmarket into Durham, going over that bridge, has a special meaning in my heart as well. Driving into Durham back in the days, in the 80s when I was a bit younger, the 80s was a very difficult time emotionally for me. And whenever I would come into town to Durham for various reasons, and I was in town quite a bit for what was going on in my life at that time, there was something very calming about going over that bridge. And when I looked and I saw that, and then the swans were there, it did calm my spirit a great deal. And so I understand that, and I understand the angst that the people feel when they are faced with the loss of that site, because it means something to me emotionally. But at the same time, I'm going to just say, let's look at the other side, and we can even look at our town seal to realize we have another gorgeous, incredibly gorgeous and awe-inspiring view on the other side, looking into Jackson Landing, as our seal portrays. And that is a beautiful site, and I think it shows history of Durham, and there's so much there to observe and to see, and there's so many potential uses there, and uses that people already, for recreation, for kayaking, sitting. It's another beautiful site, very close to that dam. For me, there's so many reasons to keep it and so many reasons to take it down, but from my personal, and I cannot get past the one core aspect that I will base all of my decisions on, even over emotional decisions, is sustainability. How can this survive? How will we survive? How will this go forward in history? How does this create a permanent situation that doesn't require an excessive amount of work and money and time and worry? And that is with dam removal. And I know that probably destroys many people, in town. Their feelings are probably hurt and are upset, and I apologize for that if I have I play a part in that. But I have listened to all the arguments, pro and con, and I have actually flipped my opinion a few times. But it comes down for me for what is everlasting, and what are we giving our children and our grandchildren. And I think that in the beginning it will be very difficult to take down this dam. But I think once it's done and we give it the time to heal, as it will, because nature heals very well, when we give it the chance, we will see that though different in sight, we will have another beautiful site, and we will therefore have a beautiful view on both sides again. And so, as meandering as all that was, my vote will have to be for dam removal.